Oh, we got some good potential for some chains here.
Nice.
Chat. What's going on, my geeks? I'm Kakawi Otaka, and welcome to Home Base Serenity. Today, I'm doing a special video to mark 2 years of content creation. My Harvester Sarah video that started this channel was uploaded on April 17th, 2019. At 1 year in, I did a 500 plus days account overview and hit power level 131, but I wanted to do something different and more unique this year.
And now for something completely different.
After workshopping it with CJ, Deathgrip, and Joden, the idea we came up with was to show off my favorite weapons from my time playing the game. I'm showing off my favorite shotguns, bows, SMG/pistols, ARs, melee weapons, and one special weapon at the end. Also, all of this gameplay was captured live on stream at twitch.tv/homebaseserenity. If you haven't already followed me over there, you definitely should, so you can see things like this live. So without further ado, let's just jump on into the gameplay.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, hello. Jeez. All the propanes. Hello. So many propanes. I mean, obviously, you know, against small husks, it's not going to be any issue, but like even if I take it against this blaster, look at that. Basically two-shots him, and that's with no buffs on it. Like I'm not using TRO, nothing like that. Now here's what I was talking about earlier. Get them dancing, and then swap over to that. So fun. I love it. I love it, chat. Come on. Get grouped together. Like, if you guys have never tried that, you ought to. It's really fun to do that. Oh, there's a big group. There we go. Nice. Oh, gosh. Hello. No. I could not get down from being on top of those husks. That was ridiculous. But yeah, if you guys like shotguns, you know, this is a really fun loadout to use. These are probably my 3 favorite shotguns to use out of all of them. It's a fun little meta to use with the Wolfer and the Pulsar 9000. You got to make sure you're hitting your footballs, though, to keep your health up. You're up in their faces, you know? Oh, hello.
Hello there.
Woo. Goodbye. Oh, I'm reloading. See, that's what I was talking about earlier, chat. It got me into a really bad place there. I gotta make sure I'm reloaded between waves of the encampment, so that doesn't happen again. This doesn't do that much for like an AoE weapon. It really only damages like one husk and maybe another one around it. But for one shot, it's perfect. But yeah, look at that damage though, chat. It's probably gonna kill me. There we go. Yeah, look at that. There it is. That's what I've been waiting for. Then we use the vacuum tube, and I missed a shot because of what's new. That was a terrible shot too. I mean, it hit, but there we go. There's the effect going off. Something's not working right here. There we go. Finally, jeez. Oh, then obviously one of the great things about the Xenon helps you out with these dudes. You can just shoot through their shield. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh, smashy boy. But did some pretty decent damage for being unbuffed completely. Oh, there we go. I don't know if that was me or someone else, but it had to have been me because I saw the numbers. Hey, what are you doing? I love it. Like here's what I was saying earlier about the boom bow. Like you can just fire into the husks like that and not even pay attention to what you're hitting. As long as it hits the ground, it's going to explode still. And with Farah, it's still going to do, you know, still going to hit her perk and make those chains go off. Yeah, that's fun. People just, they sleep on the boom bow. And they shouldn't, in my opinion. There it is. Oh, those damage numbers. You love to see it. Nice. Oh, we got some good potential for some chains here.
Nice.
Chat. All right, I'm going to go and do this encampment to show off the pistol real quick. The thing I love the most about Founders Revolt, for anyone who doesn't know, it has bullet chain. So like when you fire, it chains a bullet around to another husk nearby, which is very helpful. Oh, gosh. This is a bigger encampment than I thought it was. It's like, watch this. Phase shift. Just rips through them. What are you doing? Just standing there? Finally realize I'm here. Oh, good. Here's some down here that I can actually attack. Get that phase shift in. And just spray and pray. All right, let me do it again. Football, phase shift. And it just rips at that point. I'm just spraying and praying, chat. Take a look at this here, like with when the actual defense is on, and I'm using the bullet chain, if I can actually hit some things. I'm trying to stay away from this chrome husky, but the bullet chain is still so much fun to use here. Oh, look at that. Once TRO was popped off, it just starts ripping. There we go. Space shift around like that. Pop over the typewriter. Get some bullet chain going on. Just kind of mitigate the horde a little bit. Nice little group here. Get some bullet chain going off. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Do that bullet chain. Let's see, look at that. Look at that damage. And how quickly TRO gets procced off. With this build and this weapon especially, like, you're just destroying everything. Because you're keeping Totally Rocking Out going the entire time pretty much, as long as you're continuing to get eliminations. So when you're, and you only have to get 2 to get that number, even though the tooltip says 4. So I'm going to switch over to the Wraith for the next one, show it off, because it's still, even though I know that the Mythic AR does more damage, like it has more DPS, the Wraith is still one of my favorite, if not my favorite ARs in the game. I love this weapon. I was waiting for it to come back whenever I first started the game. I was waiting for that military set to come back, and it was the thing I wanted the most out of all the weapons in the game. I've seen so many videos with people saying it was the best AR, and at that point it was, because that was before the Mythic AR came out. All right, I was meant to use the Nocturno on that last encampment, but I didn't do it, so I'm going to start using it on this super encampment. But that's fine, because it's still insanely powerful compared to what it used to be. It used to be a meme, but after they buffed it, it slays, man. Yeah, like, look at all that. Look at all that damage, chat. But yeah, you see what I mean? You're keeping Totally Rocking Out going, like, the whole time. And I don't even have, like, hover turrets going either. Like, it's literally just me and my weapon. And here I am, like, we're on the second super encampment, and Nocturno is still slaying. These are supposed to be the harder encampments. And they are. They legitimately are. But the Nocturno is still just slaying. Yeah, see those explosions? And then it also explodes on anything that you've marked when you reload. Yeah, see, look at that. Like, as I'm standing here getting attacked by everything, Totally Rocking Out is still proccing. Rockin' Riff is still proccing. And it's healing me. Plus, I got the footballs on the ground. So, like, that's another reason why, like, you've got insane survivability, typically, as long as you're eliminating enemies and you don't have a taker coming after you. Cut them off with the legs. So, one of the things I love the most about the Masamune is, I think it's after every 5th hit, I think it's on the same enemy, there's a little AoE explosion. It's just 5 hits period, it looks like. Because they did an AoE there. So, like, watch this. There you go. There was the AoE again. But yeah, like, look at how well this still works. Like, obviously I'm in a lightning zone. Or, sorry, a lightning storm. So it's nature husks, which fire weapons are great against, as we all know. So it's going to be doing better than anything energy. But it's still, like, the Masamune is still a really great sword in its own right. It's just, it's not as powerful as the Mythic. And it shouldn't be. The Mythic should be the best, because it's Mythic. But it's just, this one's just a lot of fun to use. And also, you know, it's a sword that got me through a lot of the beginning of the game. When I didn't have to really worry about elementals, it was my favorite melee to use in the beginning. All right, so what I love about the Mythic, obviously, is the great AoE attack, the heavy attack. A little bit of a charge going, jump away, heavy attack. See that? Look at the wave clear on that. It's just insane. Like, I don't know if the attack's charged up enough to where you can actually see it now, but I want to go ahead and show one off, like, just right here in the middle of nothing so you can actually see the whole thing. Yeah, there it is. Oh, gosh, hello. All right, you guys get the heavy attack. Oh, I got stuck. I got stuck. Yeet! Oh, look at all those damage numbers. Now, the reason I love the Astrobat, it's not for its regular attack, right? The regular attack doesn't do a ton of damage. This one does, though. I love that. I love firing this little ball out at groups of husks because it just destroys them. But obviously, if you're going to main this weapon, you want to have some kind of build that has energy efficiency in it, so you're not always like running out of energy. Because like the main point of this build being so good is that right there, being able to use that heavy attack. All right, so look at that. Like the Masamune is doing some decent work against this Smasher with no buffs. I had no TRO, nothing. My opinion is like you use the bat to be like a secondary thing. Like you would start it off like here. You would use it, and then once you've used it, jump in with your regular sword or your regular melee, whatever you're using. All right, so we got one more loadout to use, one more weapon to use. I couldn't do a stream or a video that shows off my favorite weapons in the game without also showing off the hero that got me started on content creation, Harvester Sarah. Y'all probably knew that was coming too. Let's get this started, chat, with Harvester Sarah and the Neon Scythe. Still one of my favorite loadouts in the game. Even if it's not the best for DPS, it is still one of my favorite loadouts. It's still so fun. And it's the only loadout I've used tonight that doesn't have Totally Rockin' Out on it. So yeah, like the attack speed is also, you know, a little bit slower. The swing speed is a little bit slower than what I was used to on the Mythic or on the Masamune. But I mean, it's a scythe. It's going to take a lot longer to swing it. But yeah, like, it still does some work. It's definitely not the highest DPS you can have, but it still does some work. So it's not just because of, you know, sentimentality or whatever, because it's Harvester Sarah and she's what started my channel. She's still decent. She still hangs in there. Now, I would be doing more damage if we had a full party. We've only got myself and Bainham in here, right? So if we had a full party, I'd be doing more damage. But you see, like, for the most part, she hangs in there really, really well with this build. And you're hearing my shield constantly breaking because I'm still in Shadow Stance and my shield is continually regenerating while I'm in Shadow Stance. But then they're attacking me and they're taking away my shield, so it's just constantly breaking over and over and over again. And yeet! I haven't gotten to Dragon Slash enough, so I'm trying to use it every bit that I can. And lastly, the footage you're seeing as I close this out is of my favorite loadout that is not weapon-specific, my Reclaimer loadout based around Fragment Flurry Jess. This is such an incredible loadout, and it's so fun to just constantly throw down teddies and shock towers. So I hope you all enjoyed this showcase of my favorite weapons and loadouts that complement them. This was a really fun stream and a fun video to make. This was supposed to be out on the actual 2-year anniversary, but life happened. That could also explain pretty much all of 2021 so far, as I haven't put out a video in a little over 5 months. I'm considering explaining it all on the next stream, which might be tonight, but I'm not sure yet. I have recorded several other videos on stream, and I'm going to make sure to get those out over the coming weeks. Those will include the conclusion of my Twine Peaks SSD series. But next, I've got 2 special videos recorded a while back where CJ and I took on a challenge from Fresh, aka Mr. Fresh Asian. Then, several weeks later, we went for a duos win as Fresh and Laserbeam to celebrate the release of Laserbeam's Icon series skin. After those, I'll be getting back to the Comic Book Legends loadouts. And in general, I will be working to ensure I don't go another 5 months without a new video. I am incredibly sorry for that, everyone. But seriously, thank you so much for sticking around. I'm dedicated to keeping the content coming and not just on stream. I recently bought a streaming and gaming computer so that streams and videos could be less scuffed. But because of the silicon shortage and some other issues that are making graphics cards hard to come across, it's going to take probably a couple of months before I get it. But it's still coming. And I will definitely post a setup video on here once it's all set up, so be on the lookout for that. Lastly, as always, special shoutouts to my favorite Save the World content creators, both past and present. Latana, Demon Joe France, David Dean, Tori X, Aiden Harris, Rounded Tic Tac, A1 Get This Money, Death Grip, Viva Vanti, It's Zoot, Wizard, Gongus, and Jet Cool Extreme. I've linked all of their channels and some others down below, so please make sure to go and show them some love. Thanks again for watching, everyone, and stay cool, geeks. Have a great day, and please stay safe out there.